Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel and finally to the Myriad Celestia reaction of Archeron. I am very excited to see this because usually the Myriad Celestia gives us a background of the character and their story, and I'm very excited to see like more of Archeron. I know there are people who say she isn't right May, and to be honest, I think like Archeron is more like Himeko, so a version of Raiden May in another of the bubble universes or another universe in the Honkai universe. I don't know. But before we start right into the reaction, I actually wanted to go through the description of the animated short. I read it after like I posted my last video where we watched like the crazy dance with Archeron and Black Swan. But I kind of get the feeling that we should read it together to have like a better understanding. Because there was a really long explanation and like background to like this planet and the people from the sky and the Earth, or I don't actually know anymore. But it was crazy. So there was monster fighting and stuff like that, and I kind of want to go through it. So I hope you're interested in that as well. So I will pull up the text here and we will read it together. So I snipped it out of the description box and I will read it. I will put the picture up here and yeah, we are watching the video after that, so I hope you're ready. We are starting now. The dual planets were intertwined in each other's tragic destiny, dancing an internal rondo around a pitch black great sun. In the beginning, one of the planets gave rise to humans. These people looked down and named the land below Izumo. These people looked up and named the world above Takamagahara. One day, uninscribed in the annals, the Yao Yorosu no Kami descended from Takamagahara. These demonic beasts named Kami overturned the skies, burned the rivers and oceans, and shattered the land. People realized in horror that it was not an invasion for rulership, dominance, or plunder. The evil Kami came only to kill. Okay, so the Kami were the beasts that came from the Takamagahara, right? Okay, let's go on. As the planet stood in the brink of death, Izumo and embarked on a kami slaying journey, exhausting the might of the entire country to slay the calamity, sovereign of revelation, and forging the very first edict edge using its bestial body. Giving the kami a taste of their own medicine, the wielder of these swords can recite the mantra contained within the blade to master the divine power of Takamagahara and use it to combat the evil kami and save the masses. So I guess this kind of refers to like the blade that also Acheron is wielding, right? From then on, Izuma started its long and arduous crusade, exchanging inordinate lives lost for the fall of one kami after another, shattering countless mortal blades to forge the 12 sentinels. Okay, so the 12 sentinels are like the warriors specialized in killing the kami. Is that right? In the merciless fight for survival, Izuma used the might of the Edict Edges to light up their uncivilized world of darkness in less than 10 Ember Eras, building cities of dazzling neon lights. Okay, nice. That distant Takama divine realm, once so far away, became so close within their reach. Yet history suddenly stopped there. The existence of the two planets instantly evaporated, disappearing into nothingness. Nowadays, the past of the border planet Izumo can only be gleaned from the scattered whispers in the universe. Academics hold various views regarding its disappearance, but none can solve the mystery. Izumo's history should have been a long flowing river, and all its past and future voided on emptiness on this shore. Did it never exist, and was it no more than a fabricated story? Did its history never occur? And it ran aground on the beach of reverse causation. Was it yet another appalling experience by Dr. Primitive? Who is that? Is that really a person, or is it just like, I don't know. Or was it a sign of the veracity returning from the end of the cosmos? Only the pitch black great sun knows the answer, yet they remain silent, never speaking. They, like the people from the sun? Because everything that had happened will one day regress to the end, and everything that had ended is guaranteed to happen again. Oh, that's interesting. Is this like referring to the different universes? Everything that had ended is guaranteed to happen again. So, I don't know, is this like some never ending cycle? We will find out, I guess. The universe undergoes an eternal reoccurrence. Under their shadow, and Izumo is nothing more than the footnote for an ellipsis. But what of the people of Takamagara? Or are the kami bees like the only ones that live on this planet? I don't really know, but we will watch this now and maybe we will find out more. It was just like really interesting to read this, even though I'm not fully understanding it because we don't have really much background on these planets or anything. But yeah, we will watch the video now. Before we start right into it, as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video. And I would say we will start. Let's go.
Do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
There are a lot of blades, bro. And I guess in the middle was the Kami. Oh,
Because in times past, when the Yao Yorozu no Kami descended here, they wrought death and disaster on this world and its people.
okay, sorry for pausing, but she really looks like May, right? Like May in her Herrscher form, especially with like the horns and the makeup, the
To save the
hair.
world, Izumo splintered 70,033 blades and forged them
That's a
into the
lot.
12 sentinels. The first was truth, forged
Oh,
by
they
the
are
Sovereign
big.
of Revelation. It could teach men
Wait, are those the Kamis? Bro, they are big as well. What the hell?
the way of the law and create miracles from the deconstruction of all things.
Okay.
The second was Sky, forged by the eternal zenith.
No. This is void magic, bro.
It could form a barrier from the firmament and prevent the innumerable gods of misery from passing through.
Okay.
The third was Howl, able to summon lightning to rend the
Thunder.
heavens, and meteors to rain down divine punishment. The fourth was Mist, able to break earth and tear cloud with biting wind and rain.
Am I the only one who thinks all of these look
The
like
fifth was
Herrschers?
Frost, freezing the land in an instant. The sixth was Fate, the restless cycle of life and death.
I'm sorry, are we explaining the 12 Herrschers here? Because that looks a lot like Herrscher of Rebirth. Okay? Did you see? Like, we will watch it again. Let's just go through with it and I will watch it again.
Then there was Flare, Thought, Root, Form, Bind, Maw. With those sentinels, we seized on tomorrow's expectation, winning victory
Okay.
after victory, until...
All of them were broken.
Oh god.
The price of every victory was a world in its entirety. And in the
So
end,
she had like
that
companions?
entirety was lost. And so Izumo splintered 12 sentinels and forged them into two bearers.
Oh. Wait, into
The first
two?
was Origin.
Come on. How can you not okay, bro. Imagine watching this when you never played Honkai Impact. Like, how? I see only Honkai Impact in this. I'm sorry.
The second was end.
Oh, is that like a
The world
reference to
forged
Origin and
70,047
Finality?
blades, and only one could save Izumo.
Wait, but
But you and I both know
she
the
is
road to
amazing.
salvation does not exist. There is no trace of tomorrow.
But where's the second one? I thought
Resisting the
there were
Kamigami,
two
humanity will
people.
eventually become Oni.
Oh.
We pawned everything, all for the destruction of two worlds. In times past, Takamagahara, upon which the Kami descended, was surely as beautiful as Izumo. So, do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
Because of a lie. An end that never existed.
Hmm.
We long since strode into their shadow. Each
Who are
step
they?
forward one that we can never walk back. Until the last
Oh.
blade is forged into... Not.
Okay. That is crazy. But I love how they made that.
I knew this world was fleeting. And yet...
No, don't end it here. Okay, we will watch it again because there are so many thoughts in my head right now. By the way, this animation style and everything is crazy. The origin and like the end, I kind of relate them to like the last Herrscher forms of like Mei and Kiana. I'm still not at that point in Honkai Impact, but I know of these battle suits. I don't know how they were created. I don't know the story around them, but this is crazy. So, as the swords shattered, like one of the swords became actually the Kami. I don't know if I got that because I thought there were two sentinels left. Is this a reference to like the chapter 17 scene where like May and Kiana fought, but like in this bubbled universe or whatever universe, they actually had to fight each other to death and May won and she killed everything? The beginning was crazy, by the way. Okay, let's just watch it again
Do you
and
still
see
remember
if we can
why
see
Izumo
more.
forged these blades?
Because these are the sentinel swords, right? Like we saw a few
Because in
of
times
them
past,
in
when
the
the Yao
middle.
Yorozu no Kami descended here, they brought death and disaster on this world and its people. To save the world,
But why
Izumo
did she lose her
splintered
memories?
70,033 blades and forged them into the 12 sentinels.
Okay, let's talk about the few
The
sentinels.
first was true.
I didn't want to say anything because they said the first was truth, but isn't like Bronya and Welt kind of the hash of reason, which also contains the truth in kind of some kind of way? Because this, yeah, it reminds me of the Harsha battlesuit of Bronya, so
Truth forged by the Sovereign of Revelation. It could teach mortals the way of the law and create miracles from the deconstruction of all things. The second was Sky, forged by
this
the
is
eternal
clearly
Zenith.
the
It
void.
could form a barrier from the firmament and prevent the innumerable gods of misery from passing through. The third was Howl, able to summon
And we have
lightning to rend the
thunder.
heavens and meteors to rain down divine
Is that a
punishment.
serpent?
The fourth was Mist, able to break earth.
Is this like a reference to Wendy? Because Wendy's wings, when she turned into the Herrscher of Wind, looked like that, right?
and tear cloud with biting wind and rain. The fifth was frost,
Frost
freezing the
was
land in an instant.
crazy.
The sixth was fate, the restless.
Okay, okay. Let's go back to Frost. I was thinking about like how because like most of these really relate to the Herrschers, right? But Frost, why is there a tree?
Freezing the land in an instant.
And then,
The sixth was
especially the deer fate. I haven't played like Celeste chapters where she's turning into a Herrscher, but this actually should be a reference to Herrscher of Rebirth, right?
fate, the restless cycle of life and death.
Especially
Then
with
there was
with
flare,
the red one as
thought,
well.
root, form, bind, maw. With those sentinels, we seized on
But the
tomorrow's
other ones,
expectation, winning victory after
I don't
victory.
actually know.
Until
Like the first
All
one,
of them
okay, the
were
fire,
broken.
but
The price of every victory was a world in its entirety. And in the end, that entirety was lost.
doesn't the city look a little
And
bit like
so Izumo
Nagasora?
splintered 12 sentinels and forged them into two bearers. The first was origin. The second was end.
Oh, it really is that. Oh, there are hands. I didn't really see that. And there are some of the swords, right, of the sentinels. And it's one big sword here. Hmm.
The world forged 70,047 blades, and only one could save Izumo.
And she's the one.
But you and I both
I love that
know
outfit, by the way.
the road to salvation does not exist.
Hmm.
There is no trace of tomorrow. Resisting the Kamigami, humanity will eventually become Oni. We pawned everything, all for the destruction of two worlds. In times past, Takamagahara, upon which the Kami descended, was surely as beautiful as Izumo. So, do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
Because of a lie. An end that never existed.
So
We
they
long
wanted.
since strode into their shadow.
So they wanted an end for like all of the beasts that were coming down, right? But the end was the lie. So like fighting was kind of meaning this isn't this really like Honkai Impact story where they fight and fight the Honkai and it doesn't seem like there is an end, but the outcome of the two are different, right?
Each step forward one that we can never walk back.
Mm.
Until the last blade is forged into... Not.
So does this mean she stopped existing in some kind of way? Like her life became the sword to like
I knew this world was fleeting.
strike the sun?
And yet... And yet...
The ending is really sad. Okay. I am sure you guys will give me a lot of explanations here because you guys have just more background on Honkai as well. So, yeah, but this was really interesting. I think there were a lot of references to like Honkai Impact, especially with like the Sentinel swords. We also had like I think after this scene we had like a fire blade, which could be the Herrscher of fire, right? But yeah, it was crazy and it was very interesting. Like the city really reminds me of Nagasora, which kind of fits like the whole maze scenery, also the origin and the end. It's still like, I don't know, a little bit weird that like the end is not a person as she is. I don't know. I can't stop connecting these two games because, like, especially with her, there are so many things that just fit with the other game. I am actually excited to learn more about Archeron. I hope they implemented a little bit more of her background so we can dive like deeper into that, maybe in a companion mission or something like that. That would be really interesting because I kind of want to know why she is actually losing her memories because I think she gave up on like her normal humanity and became something different when she like changed here. Her horns disappeared and her hair turned white. She got like these marks everywhere. So clearly she gave up something in order to be able to defeat the end, right? And I think now she's going on and on doing that for other planets as well, maybe. I don't know what the Galaxy Rangers are actually doing, but she seems to be around for a long, long time and maybe we will find out more about her. So I'm very curious about that. But yeah, guys, that's it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this. Let me know all of your theories and everything you noticed that I haven't because while recording it's yeah, even if I watch it like twice or something like that, I clearly don't get everything because I'm paying attention to the text and the recording and everything, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was very exciting. I hope you enjoyed it as well. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.